What
Week
is
7.
up?
Yeah. We got another week.
Everybody have a good day?
Another week of college football. Great games today.
3 wins sitting on this panel.
Well, that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, yep, 3. 2 plus
Pretty
1 is 3.
impressive.
Yep.
Even if it was a struggle win.
Yeah. Exactly.
We've been there this season too. I don't give a shit. I'll take every one we can get.
Hell yeah. Especially when you're in the SEC, man.
Mm-hmm.
Win's a fucking win. Thank God for special teams and defense, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, let's start with I was going to say big noon, but shit, Carter corrected me yesterday. Let's start with the 11 a.m. kickoffs. You had Georgia, Vandy, and Bama and Arkansas. Also, you want to go ahead and tell us about the Bama-Arkansas game. What exactly went right and wrong?
Well, I mean, everything started out going the way I hoped it would, meaning that, we get the ball moving. We're able to, get some stops on Arkansas. And it's looking like it's going to be a runaway game. And it's setting up for that way. But unfortunately, because of our struggle with certain penalties and things that got Arkansas to start moving the ball in their direction, especially on one where it should have ended a series and they end up getting a fresh set of downs, end up getting a score off of that. And pretty much they held us to only a field goal in the second half. So totally scoreless in the fourth quarter. And it's just very, very hard to watch because, again, it seems like we have all the pieces there. Now, granted, we were getting some players banged up today, especially on defense. And which, when you get to this part of the season, this usually starts happening, when it gets closer to the bye week. You got a lot of people that are needing some rest and needing some recuperation time. But hopefully they've got a little bit more gas in the tank since we got Tennessee coming up this next week. But yeah, we really had to, kind of squeak out a win again at the end. Last week against A&M, we were trying to run the clock out, and this week it was a little similar, having to get a fresh set of downs, let them use all their timeouts, and eventually just end the game out that way. But Jalen Milroe, to me, I mean, he 238 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he still struggles with, I think, I don't know if it's, you call it just making the right decisions, but getting sacked because he either won't throw the ball or he won't run. And so I don't know. It's just he seems like he's in some ways still how he was towards the beginning of the season, but I don't know. Maybe I'm being too critical, but
I mean, you're always going to be the most critical on your team, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get to see it because at the same time Georgia was playing Vandy. We beat them 37-20. 2 of those touchdowns Vandy got were for turnovers, which seems to be Georgia's biggest concern. Every week they're turning the ball over, whether it's a fumble, interception. Carson looked good. He had 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and a great tackle. So props to you, Carson. Really, Georgia just kind of led. So going into halftime, we lose Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
He limps off the field. Turns out his x-rays are negative. It's just an ankle sprain. He's fine. I don't know. Some Georgia fans jumped the gun and said he's going to be gone for Florida in 2 weeks. Makes no fucking sense.
Who did that?
Right.
But on top of that, so with him gone, we leaned on Ladd McConkey, Rosen-Jack Saint. But not only that, it turned into the Dejon Edwards show. We found out, okay, Georgia can move the ball on the ground. Ended up just ending the game, like I said, 37-20. Nothing really to write home about. They played in a high school stadium. It's pretty fucking sad. I don't know if y'all seen that Vandy Stadium in daylight right now. It's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were. What was it? They were had some cameramen set up in the one end zone where it's.
Hard hats.
Yeah,
Like they're on a fucking catwalk or something.
yeah, that looked
Little
pretty
sketch.
bad. I bet they were getting hazard
Shit.
pay today.
Well, on top of that, so like it's a shell of a stadium. It's all under construction. Then the game kicks off, and they show the ticket sales. 85% are Georgia.
Yeah.
It was another home game. Like it looked like a spring football game for like a high school. It was bad.
That's every home game for them.
I know, but when is that shit gonna change? Like, if they get 5 wins, can they start getting some fans there? Like, it's honestly just, it's not like poor Vandy. It's poor Vandy players. Like, they're never gonna get any notoriety of a fan base.
Trenches, this is how it's always been at that fucking school, brother, and that's how it always will be.
Yeah, it just sucks, man.
I mean, I get it where you're coming from. You know, you feel bad for their players, but
yeah,
maybe they should have went to another school. I don't know, or something.
Well, they worried about the education.
Yeah, most of their players, I would think, they're considered getting that good academics. So.
Don't give me that poor Vandy bullshit. I got it.
Well, I mean, I guess we can move on to some 3:30 games, and we did our 2 teams. Third team was played at 3:30.
Yeah. Or 2:30 if you're in the Central time zone, but it was in Knoxville, so we'll go 3:30. If you're a fan of defensive games, this was a perfect game for you. I mean, if you'd have told me this morning or last night, hey, you're only going to score 1 offensive touchdown, I'd have been like, oh, God. Well, I've been like, well, that means we're going to get beat, you know. Gary Danielson earlier in the week said that, Neyland Stadium wasn't anymore, or, it was just as loud there as it is, anywhere. It wasn't nothing special, which to me is blasphemy. And I think our fans took that very personal, and I wasn't at the game, but I could hear it, and it was fucking loud. And defense, this team's kind of a lot. It's opposite of last year. Last year, our offense was the reason we would win games, and this year it's the defense and our running game. We threw the ball a lot last year. We run the ball. We've got 3 different running backs that are averaging 7 yards a carry, and each week it's a different one that has the breakout game. This week it was Jalen Wright with 140 yards rushing. Small also had 50, and I can't remember what Samson had, but yeah, defense played lights out. We scored a touchdown on offense, on one offensive touchdown. Milton threw a pass, and we had a punt return for a touchdown. And just, Hoss, I think you had said, did you think that Tennessee would be able to run the ball over 150 yards? Well, we ran for 232, so we did a good job.
Yeah, you proved me wrong. And
yeah, it's pretty good against A&M.
I should have listened to Trenches. The on the road woes continue for A&M as they.
Yes.
Well, it was 2 factors why I picked Tennessee. It was on the road for A&M, but dude, you're giving Tennessee 2 weeks to prepare for a team at home.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, dude, Neyland Stadium played a factor for sure. Home field advantage mattered. It made a big difference. I don't know how this game would have went if it was in College Station. It probably went the other way. I don't know.
Do you think there was a lot of plays that should have been flagged that weren't getting flagged, or do you think the refs were being pretty fair on that in your game?
I mean, I didn't. Honestly, man, I feel like no matter what game I watch, whether it's my team or other games, like I could find a holding call every fucking play. There's always holding going on. I don't care what anybody says. You what if you could? And a lot of times you can't see it, but I guarantee you, there's always a player holding every fucking play. And I don't know. I didn't think the refs were bad. I didn't think they were great. I mean,
Yeah.
but I don't think they really made a difference. So
Yeah, the reason I asked is because I just remember there was a couple of plays that I saw where, like, for A&M, there was a blatant call where it was a pass interference for them, that could have been a big play for Tennessee that was, they didn't call it. They just called it as an incomplete pass or whatever. And likewise, there was a play for A&M where the Tennessee player had the face mask, and that wasn't called. So, I mean, they were missing plays on both sides, but I just wondered if you noticed or not.
I guess not.
Okay.
So but I don't know. I've never been one to blame refs though. That's just not me.
I got you.
I feel like I don't know. It's just like if a ref gets in the way of a play, he's part of the field.
Yeah. I wasn't like questioning you, like saying like, hey, but I just wonder because it seemed like they were missing calls here and there.
I look at the refs the same way I kind of look at boxing, which, God, I was so pissed at boxing.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, KSI got fucking robbed. But it's his fault. Same thing with the refs. If you have to leave it in the refs' hands and you lose, that's your fucking fault.
Yeah.
If you're boxing, you can't get the knockout and it goes decision, it's your fucking fault.
That's true.
But another 2:30 game. Sounds so fucking weird. Washington and Oregon. Game of the week.
Oh, hell, that game was like at, 12:30?
Was it?
Well, let's see. If it was 2:30 Central,
yeah. I'll be honest with you. During that game, I watched more of Tennessee A&M and the prelims for the boxing card and then the Florida, South Carolina than I did the fucking Oregon game. Like, I'd rather watch SEC play.
Yeah.
I watched here and there, but, definitely the last part of the fourth quarter was pretty exciting in that game. So
I will say I think Penix just secured he's number one on the Heisman right now.
Yeah, he definitely made a statement today for sure.
We got some comments real quick. Let's see here. Team red or yellow? Not really sure what the fuck you're talking about. Sounds like some young shit because Crimson answered.
Yeah.
Maddie says, let's be real. The upper half of the SEC stadiums are extremely loud. He says, A&M, Florida, A&M for sure. Florida, Tennessee, Bama, LSU, Auburn. Those are all intimidating environments. They are. Heard from Georgia student section that their stadium isn't as loud as it could be because they put all students in the upper bowl, apparently. Georgia's weird. It's not the loudest, but nowhere close. They get loud for like one game a year. Like last year, that Tennessee game, from what I heard, was almost deafening. But they won't do it weekly. So Georgia should not be in that upper deck. I agree with you on that one. Here we go. Next week will be the battle of the shitty quarterbacks cost their team the most. Roll Tide.
Well, the good news is for you guys, y'all got yard home.
Yeah, we were at home this week too, so I don't know. I mean, you could just tell that Saban was not happy with the effort, specifically in the second half. And I mean, he's a dog cussing somebody on that headset right there towards the end, right when they're fixing to walk out and shake hands. So definitely there's work to be done still.
Well, let me ask you this, Hoss. Is there any game today that surprised you?
Well, I still think I thought A&M was going to put up more of a fight than they did in that game.
Can I show you a bigger surprise than that?
Sure.
How about this? Is this not surprising you right now? Mr.
Yes.
I'm supposed to win 2 Heismans is getting 3 interceptions and blown out by Notre Dame right now.
Yeah. I wasn't. Yeah. I went all in on them. I picked them this week, so I've been kind of avoiding that game.
Who'd you pick? USC. So I think everybody
Yeah.
did, man. I don't think you got to worry about that one.
Yeah.
I think almost everybody picked USC and Oregon. I think that's where they're most wrong. I mean, Carter can correct me on that one. Did anybody pick Washington?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Did
who shall
anybody
not
pick
be named.
Yeah. Did anybody pick Notre Dame?
That same person. That same person
wow.
might have. It's going to win this week, by the way.
Can you tell me what that person's name starts with?
Let's see.
No fucking way.
Let me just tell you their picks. Kentucky, Oregon State, Notre Dame, Tennessee, Iowa, LSU, North Carolina, Kansas State, Washington, and Alabama.
Is that all?
I don't know if that's all right. I don't know who won the K-State Texas Tech game.
I honestly don't know. I picked Texas Tech in that one.
Well, everybody else did. This little fucker must have known. So I don't know if they won though. Let me look.
So I'm trying to.
Kansas
They're
State's winning
trailing right now 38-21.
Fucking Kansas State.
Oh my God, he's gonna get that one too.
So is it a clean sweep?
Well, it looks like Oregon State's gonna pull off the win too. Yeah, that's right. They're up by 12 with, they're still a whole fourth quarter and half the third. The game was I'm not sure about was. Well, what's the score of the North Carolina-Miami game?
Last I looked, it was tied. Let's see.
It's 28-17 North Carolina.
Yep, he's going to get that one right. So far, he has a chance to be perfect. A lot depends on that Kentucky, Oregon State, Kansas State game.
Well, if he gets cocky, we got ways to change the subject.
The Arizona sky shining. No, but what was
that Iowa was that Iowa one? That one surprises me a little.
Yeah, it did. I did. It definitely did. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like this year, and maybe I'm wrong, but they talked about it on game day this morning. About home field advantage being, for some reason, this season it seems like a huge. I know it's going to sound stupid. It's a huge factor. I mean, it's always a factor, but they were looking at. I don't know what they were looking at, some kind of stat line or something, but it definitely helps. But I mean, if you're a good enough team, it doesn't matter if you play at home or on the road, you should win, right?
Right.
I mean, but I don't think playing at Vanderbilt really is going to make a big difference. Like.
I mean, dude, there's fucking rocks on the field. They're hurling out. You never know, man. It might be the worst place to play.
That is a good point. Like, I could see like a tragedy happening there, like all the fans in the stands like collapse or something. It's very run down piece of shit.
Even the field looked like shit. Like it looked like there was injuries left and rights on both teams. I'm like, that's got to be the fucking turf. Like it looked awful.
I know it ain't basketball season, but just look at their fucking basketball court. Mm-hmm. The benches are on the ends of the court.
Yeah,
that's retarded too. Now, what's crazy? You look at their shitty-looking basketball gym, Memorial Gymnasium. Then you look at their god-awful football field. But then right beside the football field,
about to score again.
Yep, they have this amazing baseball
field. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what they're known for, let's be honest. That and education.
Get me an education.
I love it, though, Hoss. Anytime you mention Vanderbilt, just winds Carter up a little bit and just let him go.
Well,
but I think that's the thing that I guess pissed a lot of Tennessee fans off was Gary Danielson comparing what it was is he compared it to Kentucky and some of those other schools. Like, that was not good.
I'll be honest, though, watching Tennessee, they're a horrible place to play, Like if you're an away team, it's scary, but it's really scary at night.
Yeah, like I pulled this up. This is just a few people's opinions on Neyland Stadium that are in the college football world. Kirk Herbstreit says Neyland is as hyped as any stadium I've ever seen. The stadium game ops crowd and passion is insane and unmatched. Will Anderson Jr. said the toughest place to play in the SEC, Tennessee. Trevor Knight said it's the loudest and most intimidating he ever seen.
I definitely put him top 5 in the SEC.
I have to say what Crimson Braves saying there. For once, I would say I can agree pretty much with what he said. But, the defense, hell, they kept us in the game. I mean,
yeah,
considering how we played offensively, I mean, they still only allowed 250 total yards.
21 points.
So,
yeah.
I mean, if anything, they were probably getting worn out in that second half because they were on the field all the damn time. But our defense, I have no complaints there, and I just hope that some of our guys that were getting banged up they'll at least be able to, like I said, stick around for one more week before getting a rest. So, because we're gonna need them.
Good Lord, LSU pushed it in deep on Auburn.
Yeah, I was watching some of that earlier, and I was like, well, I can see where this one's going. So.
Well, that's another top. That's a top 3 stadium in my opinion in the SEC. Fucking Death Valley at night. Fuck that. All right, y'all want to get into week 8?
Let's go for it. Yeah.
Which is, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at it right now. I'm so glad we got to buy. Like, I get to watch all these games and not have to worry about when Georgia plays. This is amazing. Like, it's a great week of football. I'm not even kidding. Let's start out. We got Utah and USC. It's an 8:00 game at USC. Can USC bounce back from this?
Yeah, I think they're going to have to.
Now, hang on now.
I don't know.
Will Cam be back, though? Will Reiser play for Utah?
That's a good question, yeah.
Because I think reports are saying he should be.
If he's back, I don't know.
Yeah, but then that question lingers, that ring rust. You going to throw him in right off the bat against USC?
Why not?
Yeah, I guess you ain't got shit to lose, right?
Yeah.
All right, so who would y'all take in this game? Utah at USC.
USC.
I'm going to go Utah, hell.
I'm with you, Hoss. I think the Utes can get it done. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about this. We've seen Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma when Oklahoma loses a game.
Right.
The teams really don't just keep rolling. They kind of lose steam after that. And I don't think USC is any different. I think this could deplete a team pretty quick.
Yeah.
All right, you got. God, I get it. Why this isn't at the end of the year because the other games should be at the end, but it's so weird to see in-state rivalries and this time of the year. Michigan at Michigan State.
Yeah. Michigan?
Definitely gotta go Michigan, yeah.
Still proven otherwise, Michigan.
Michigan's playing great football right now. All right. Ole Miss at Auburn.
Oh shit. Damn. Okay.
I gotta go Ole Miss in this one.
Yeah, I agree with Hoss.
All right, it's a clean sweep. I think Jackson Dart eats them alive.
Yep.
UCLA at Stanford. Stanford coming off that huge overtime win against Buffalo.
Won't matter.
It's at Stanford.
Won't matter.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think UCLA should win.
All right, how about this matchup right here? Clemson at Miami.
Oh shit.
Oh, dude, it gets better. I'm giving you the lower tier of next week.
Give me the U.
I'm gonna go Miami. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna take Clemson in this one. I think because if Miami loses this one, it's back-to-back week losses, and your first loss was Georgia Tech.
Well,
What are you fighting for?
you do make a point there.
Respect.
Respect my name. All right, let's see. Washington State at Oregon.
Oregon bounces back. I like
I agree.
Washington State. I think they're not. I think they're a really decent team. But Oregon's gonna be pissed. They're back at home.
Washington
I'm
State
picking them.
got beat bad today though by Arizona. Maddie mentioned it just a little bit ago in the comments. So,
Well, that's why I'm picking Oregon.
Yeah, I'm with Oregon.
yeah, I'm gonna go Oregon too. Yeah.
Go Ducks.
All right. There's 3 good games left. We're going to start with this one. Duke at Florida State.
Oh wow. I gotta go Florida State, but I think Duke keeps it close.
Well, hang on. Before we make those picks, does anybody know, is their quarterback back and healthy by now or no? Or is he still out from that one game?
Not a clue.
I do not know.
I'm going to go Florida State as well. There's 78% chance of win. It's at Florida State.
Yeah, I'll go Florida State.
All right. Let me ask y'all this. What do y'all think the game of the week is?
Tennessee Bama.
Okay. We're going to pick that one now because I don't think that's the game of the week.
No?
That's how good this week is. Tennessee goes to Alabama. Who you guys got?
Naturally, I'm going to pick Alabama because I think we've got something to prove, and we want to get that win over the Vols because that last year's game is just that one stings a little bit. So, but now again, that will be if we can do what we did, say against Ole Miss or say against A&M, where we get things rolling. I mean, but granted, those were still not big wins for us. But if we come out with this crap like we did against Arkansas, it might turn out pretty bad. So I'm going to say I'm not as confident as I was based off of this week's game, but I still think Bama will win.
Carter, you want me to go or you want to go ahead and go?
I'll go, yeah. Naturally, it's all split. I gotta say this first. It's just been so long, so many years, just dreading this game, man. Just this game not getting any hype to it. No, not even talk about it. You know what? I'm happy as hell that this game is getting talked about like it should. I'm happy. I'm happy that this game actually has some meaning. That both fan bases are really into it again. It's fucking awesome, and I'm really happy about that. And it's nice to see, because there's a lot of years, that Tennessee fans just dreaded it, and Alabama fans were just like whatever. And so it's kind of changed, and I'm glad it has. So I just wanted to put that out there first.
Okay.
And Crimson Brave made a great point that, both teams, or Maddie said both rode the struggle bus. And I know that Alabama's going to have this, they're going to want to beat Tennessee bad. I know they are. That last year's game and everything. And this is going to be, with it being in Tuscaloosa, it's going to be really tough. And Tennessee will really have to play their best game, mistake-free football, and just hope that they can get some turnovers. But I guess right now, Saturday night at 9:32 Central Time, I'm going with the Vols because I feel like I have to.
He's finally done it, lady. He's picked his team on a big. I love that. Congrats, Carter.
I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less. You should pick your team to win. So,
Carter, who'd you pick this week?
It's Saturday night, and we got 7 days to that game, so just we'll talk about it again Tuesday night. It might be a different take. I don't know, but Bama's going to be favored for sure, and it's going to be like I'm just saying, for Tennessee to beat Alabama this year at Tuscaloosa, they're going to have to play like a damn near perfect football game, in my opinion, and that's going to be hard to do.
What do y'all think the matchup predictor is for this game right now? Like, what percentage are they giving each team?
73% for Bama, I would think.
Hoss?
I would say more like 60-40.
79.9.
Oh, wow.
It's that home field advantage, man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready to hear the game of the week?
Sure.
I know y'all both Tennessee Bama fans, and that should be the game of the week in y'all's eyes. But we got Penn State going to Ohio State. Number 6 goes to number 3. I think this could definitely decide who's the best between, who's left between them and Michigan. This is it. Whoever loses this one's out. I'm going to start my pick on this one. Penn State's the best team in that conference. I'm sticking with them. Give me the Lions. And that includes Michigan. I will take Penn State to beat both those teams.
Now, I want to make sure I heard you correctly. It's at the Shoe, right?
Correct.
Oh, no. Give me Ohio State.
Okay. Singletary's going to be running up and down on that defense.
Hope they wear the all grays. Not who you want.
I'm gonna go with trenches on this. I think Penn State.
Matchup predictor, a lot lower than Bama's. It's only 65 for Ohio State right now.
Fair enough.
But yeah, next week's gonna be fun as hell to watch.
Yeah, you definitely got lucky with your bye week.
Mm-hmm. Man. So hang on. All right. So
Georgia need that bye week so much because they've been just challenged every week.
You know what? Listen here. Princess. Listen. We always get it before Florida. That's just how it is. Just like y'all in LSU. We don't make the schedule. We just play it.
Okay.
That's how it works. It's not our fault that besides Tennessee, nobody needs to step it up.
Yeah, I know. You got Paul Feinbaum. You got Paul Feinbaum on y'all's jock this year, too. So.
It's about time he let go of Saban's nuts for 3 seconds to talk about somebody else.
Shit.
I mean, he was again this morning just talking about how great Georgia was.
Oh, did he?
Geez.
I didn't watch any College Game Day or SEC this morning. Oh, I tuned in for a minute because one of my friends told me how good somebody looked in some boots, and I'm going to check it out. Besides that, I changed the channel.
Mm-hmm.
We honored the GOAT today at Neyland, Eric Berry.
Well, that's why I figured you might have been watching SEC Nation because they had him on there and they were questioning him as well. So,
of course, that's my guy, man.
You got a Berry jersey?
It's autographed, so it don't get worn. But
okay, I got you.
I've met that guy and got to hang out with him a little bit.
Yeah, do y'all remember that iconic NFL moment? The first day he came back, the first game he came back after cancer.
Yeah,
his walkout was just awesome. God, USC sucks.
Well, our boy Cranges, guess he did not. Is their game over finally?
48-18 was the final.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
LSU showed no mercy to them.
Yeah.
Should have shown.
that's why I'm thinking Ole Miss should be able to do about not really that maybe that much of a margin, but I think they'll still win pretty easily.
Yeah. Jackson Dart's an underrated quarterback.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be the toughest quarterback Georgia sees on their schedule. Not the toughest team, Carter. Toughest quarterback.
Oh, I agree.
Of course, then again, Brady Cook ain't bad.
Mm-mm. Look at Missouri. What did I say 2 weeks ago? Bunch of fucking frauds in Lexington.
I'm pretty sure when we were talking about this game like an hour ago, Kentucky was up 14-zip.
Yeah, and actually when I called you on the phone, it was 17-14. I said Kentucky's fucking up, bud.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's about time one of my picks go right.
Yeah, no, I picked that one too. I did terrible this week, man. Freaking
well, this game's pretty much over. Let's see what else. Let's check on that Miami game real quick. And instead we get this, Popeyes.
Yeah, it should be. It's almost the fourth quarter, I think.
Hmm.
35-17's the score. North Carolina's up. So.
Well, same thing we do every week. Who y'all got in y'all's top 3 Heismans right now, and who's y'all's 4 picks for the playoffs as it sits right now?
Well, you named him earlier.
Penix?
Gotta be. I still got my boy, who I picked at the beginning of the year in there. Travis. I don't know who would be number 3. Definitely ain't Caleb Williams.
No.
That's tough.
What about Drake May?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a safe one.
Yeah.
So you sticking with those 3 as well?
I'm sticking with him. Yeah. Because you're talking about the playoff teams or what?
No. I'm saying who are your top 3 Heismans as it sit right now?
Oh well, we mentioned Penix. Yeah, he's got to be up there.
Oh yeah.
And then who was the other one? Carter said.
He said Jordan Travis from Florida State, and then Drake May.
Yeah. I'd say those are safe bets.
Okay.
You have any different?
I might knock Travis out. He hasn't been too impressive. Maybe slide in the tight end somewhere in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Just not to win it. Michael Penix is 100% his to lose. That kid's playing out of his freaking mind. Give him a tight end a little bit of love. All right, let's go with who we think's in the playoffs right now as it sits week 7.
Michigan.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Damn. Georgia.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
13.
I'm not saying 3-peat. I'm trying to give you a W.
Let's give Washington a little love
There
this
you
week.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Florida State.
Still ride with Florida State, huh?
I'd give the edge to Ohio State.
Wow.
That's probably fair.
Over Michigan?
If we're saying this week, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go Michigan, Georgia, Washington, Oklahoma.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's fair.
I just feel like Oklahoma's playing a little bit more complete ball than Florida State is right now.
God damn, this is crazy. Bama Hate Week don't start till tomorrow, so I'll say this thing.
No,
go ahead.
No.
It can start tonight.
No. I'm trying to give a compliment. Damn.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying it don't start till tomorrow. So I just saw something on Twitter Saban got his 200th win out of
Yes.
228 games.
Yep.
God almighty. That's fucking insane. Jesus Christ.
He's trying to leave no doubt, I guess, as far as
Yeah, I'd say.
at the university, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He needs one more. You think he's ever gonna pass Bear?
I would think that's his last thing he's got to achieve. So I would
Yeah, he's
think he
knocked
at least
everything else off the
stay
list.
there until that happens.
It's only gonna get harder after this year, Hoss. For everybody.
Yeah.
Well, it's new challenges, and we've got to roll with it because I mean,
Mhm.
like when everything started going to this high flying offenses, I mean, there was definitely a period of adjustment, especially for some teams like R3, for example, that were basically all defensive minded. You know, offense wasn't the biggest thing. It's just
Well, that's
challenges you
actually
got to roll with and make changes. You know, you can't
Yeah.
just be set in one way. You know.
it's actually a good question. Let's do so. We'll start with number one. I think we're all in the agreement. Nick Saban, top 5 coaches of all time for college. Everybody's good with Saban at one.
Oh yeah, gotta be.
Yeah. You putting Barrett too? As much as he bounced around and kept winning everywhere he went.
You got to.
Yeah.
Who y'all got at 3?
Mm. I have no idea. Jesus.
He never coached.
But is undefeated.
He is.
3.
That's a good pick, Maddie. Maybe Osborne.
Tom Osborne. Yeah.
Yeah.
Barry Switzer was good too.
One that's always going to be in my top 5, just as I always liked him, was Bowden.
Oh yeah, Bobby Bowden, Paterno. Well,
Paterno kind of got washed at the end with some,
yeah, no, fuck. bad.
How many did Bowden win?
Over 300, I know that.
No, championships.
Oh shit. 93, 99, 2, I just think. 2.
What about Paterno?
I think 1, maybe 2.
1.
Played for a couple.
Dabo's 1 2, right?
Yeah. You're not serious putting him at number 3. Get the fuck out
No,
of here.
I'm just thinking of a coach that has 2, but they want them back to back like Saban did.
The thing about Steve Spurrier, who only got 1.
Yeah, I'm not putting Spurrier in my top 10.
What about Woody Hayes?
Yeah, Woody Hayes.
I know Kirby's a top 10. Does he make a top 5 yet?
Keeps winning, he is.
I just feel like it's too new.
He's way too new.
Yeah.
If we're gonna say all time, now if you want to start saying decade, like we're starting to.
If we do decade, then yeah, of course he's there. I'm just talking all time because I'm looking at, that's why I was asking championship questions. I'm not putting Spurrier there.
Oh, he's saying Urban Meyer.
Are you fucking retarded?
What? 3 championships.
He won 3, but he never stayed with any team. Like he left as soon as his golden shit was gone.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Man, it's tough, man, because when teams get in these dynasties it's like that's the only team. So there's so many good coaches that get pushed to second that you just don't even think about.
It's so debatable too.
Yeah. Like I know you, Carter. You really want to put Lou Holtz at number 1. I get it. I can't go with that.
Let's do this. While we're fucking around, right? What in the hell? Oh, there's that damn Ram, or whatever you want to call it, some bitch. Yeah, not looking good for the U.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I get it, but I picked Miami. Fuck.
Yeah, Maddie, we're in agreement with exactly what you just said. That's what we're trying to figure out is 4 and beyond.
I picked North Carolina, yeah.
Anybody looking forward to some NFL football tomorrow?
I don't follow NFL, but I'm sure y'all probably are looking forward to it.
All right, so I'll tell you somebody who deserves a lot of praise. I'm not saying he deserves to be in this conversation, but Eddie Robinson, guys, coached 55 years at Grambling State, won 408 games, and he also coached their basketball team during that time as well. I get it. It's not FBS, but still fucking impressive, in my opinion.
Well, I was going to say, I was looking at this one specific list. It was the top 10 coaches. So they have Saban, Bear Bryant, Tom Osborne, Newt Rockne, Eddie Robinson. Is that the one you're looking at?
Yeah, on 1:37 p.m.
Yeah. Bud Wilkinson, Bobby Bowden, who we mentioned, and then Pop Warner.
Yeah.
Woody Hayes and Frank Leahy, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm sure you guys know we will be back Tuesday night to really get in depth with the coming week, and we will do a final wrap it all up recap from tonight's games as well.
Wrap it all up.
Put a bow on it. I can't never think of his name, but one of the great color or announcers from Mississippi State. You can wrap this one in maroon and white.
We've got a comment from Kane Shades on Fire Mario Cristobal.
Oh. Yeah, sorry about you.
I guess he's seen enough.
It's not over. I mean, yeah. I'm sorry, young man. That's a tough loss.
And Maddie Sims says #extend Mario Cristobal.
Oh.
A difference of opinion in the comment section. How about that?
I see that.
That almost never happens.
Never. But I guess we're going to leave y'all to it. Trenches, just remember, cover on!
No! Damn it.
Yeah.
He didn't mean it.